Good morning and welcome to the Porch broadcast. Yesterday afternoon I left out of here, went up in the mountains to one of my favorite camping spots. Just needed a little time alone, just wanted to get quiet, and shot some footage while I was up there. Unfortunately, some of the footage that I shot didn't turn out. The sound wasn't any good on it. So I actually did an inspirational video up there, but then the sound didn't turn out on it. I'm going to go ahead and do one here in the studio, and hope it'll do a whole lot better. But sometimes what I do, and I've been doing this for pretty much all my life, I just get the need or the feeling that I need to be alone for a day or two. And I told my wife Wanda yesterday afternoon, I said, I'm going to go up the mountains, spend the night up there, just need to be alone for a while. And if you're okay with that, and of course she always is, she knows I do this, she's been putting up with me for a lot of years, so she said, sure, that's fine. And I went up there, and I'm going to show you just a little bit of the footage that I got up there that we could salvage. But I went up there and just got the camp set up and sat around for a while, and I guess it must have been along about 7 or 8 o'clock. It's getting dark. Well, it hadn't quite got dark yet, but it was getting dark. And I was up actually on the campsite that's more secluded up on the side of the mountain, but the valley down there was full of campers, people out having fun, enjoying the wilderness, the nature. But anyway, I'm sitting up there and I'm just listening to people laugh, listening to their music playing, and all the sounds that you hear when people are having a good time. And I got to thinking about some old friends. And the reason I got to thinking that way is because when I was a young man and just enjoying all my friends and getting out and doing things, we did things a little bit different. We didn't have any drugs back in those days. You know, we'd drink a beer here and there, and sometimes drink one too many occasionally. But, you know, that was the extent of our, I guess we'll call it ugliness. But we'd do that every once in a while. But here's something that we did. It's kind of interesting. All of our entertainment was out in the woods, you know, by an old creek or up on a mountain or down around a lake somewhere. And we didn't plan a whole lot of this. Now, every once in a while we did plan a camp out, but we didn't plan a whole lot of our Saturday night things. Saturday night, what would usually happen with all of us is somebody decided to go up the mountain or by a lake or wherever, you know, and turn on the music, just sit and listen to music. Well, the rest of us would just, we wouldn't be together. We'd be separated in separate vehicles. We'd just ride around until we found that person that had a good spot to sit around and laugh and enjoy things. The next thing you know, there'd be 15, 20, 30 people up there. Well, I was doing that one Saturday night, and I finally found where everybody was. I got up to the lake. There was probably 15, 20 people up there by then. And so I started pulling in there, and all the folks started hollering at me and saying, come on over here. He said, you got to hear this. I said, okay. Well, I thought, I wonder what these guys got going on. Well, get over there, and they had got a new, I think it was cassette tape. I think cassettes had just come out. We'd been using 8-tracks up until then, but cassettes had just come out. That's how long ago this was. Anyway, I get up there, and those guys all knew that I liked Roger Miller and Ray Stevens. I'll tell you, if I wanted to laugh, those two guys and their music could make you laugh. They was always coming up with something new. Anyway, Ray Stevens had come up with a new song, and I'm going to try to remember, but I think it was called Eric the Awful. It was about a Viking. And I got to tell you, that Ray Stevens is the funniest guy. That song was so funny. I got up there and they said, listen to this. They turned that on, and I'm telling you, I laughed, guys. I laughed like I couldn't hardly breathe anymore. And of course, everybody there got to laughing at me because I was laughing so hard. And the song finally ended. They just plugged it up and started it again. We just laughed more. We did that maybe a half dozen times before we went to something else, but we had a good time. I was just thinking about that and thinking about how blessed and lucky I was to be raised up at a time like that. It was good times. It really was. But then I got to thinking, my lands, there ain't but about one or two of them people left that I used to have such a good time with. And I got to thinking of each and every one of them as individuals. I think old Jimbo, we called him, nickname, but we called him Jimbo. Every time Jimbo showed up, he was always laughing about something, and so you'd always feel good. If you felt a little bit bad and Jimbo showed up, you'd feel good. And then there was Jamie. Jamie always had a story to tell, boy, and he was always a hero in it, and he was a hero. He was a great guy. And then there was Joy. She always had an opinion about pretty much everything, and I don't say that in a negative way. Boy, what would I give to hear one of her opinions today? And what would I give to hear Jimbo laugh again? And what would I give to hear old Jamie tell one of his stories? Now, that's only three of my friends, guys. There's a bunch of them, and I wish I had time to go into all of them and their different personalities. But I got to thinking about those personalities. I got to thinking about what did I like about that individual. I went through about 20 or 30 people in my mind last night, thinking about what I liked about people. And what it did is it gave me a greater appreciation for the people that, and I'm going to use this word blessed, that I was blessed to get to be friends with. And as I thought about them, I was sitting there and I noticed that I had a smile on my face, but also noticed a tear in my eyes. And I thought, what in the world's going on with me now? Then it occurred to me. I was smiling because of all the good times and the dear friends that I had. The tear in my eye was because I knew that those times were over and those people were gone. And I would never get to do that again. Now, I don't want to be on a down note here on this, so hear me on out. As I thought about that and understood that, I understood something about life. Man or woman's life's like a vapor. It's here for a little while and then it's gone. And then it's just a memory. But you know what? It is a memory. My old heart felt good. I thought about that and I thought, I know they're just memories now, but I got those memories. And every once in a while, the ones that are left, I actually go visit them a little bit every once in a while and enjoy their company again. It's different because we're all older, but I still like to see them, and I think I'm going to do a trip to go see some of them here in the next few days. But with that said, guys, if you got friends, enjoy them. Build those memories. And then if you're old like me and you got those memories built, get off somewhere sometime and just get quiet and just let your heart speak to you. Think about what it is you liked about those friends. You know, people spend thousands of dollars sometimes going to psychiatrists to get their head fixed. Sometimes just getting out and thinking about the good things in life, all you really need. It's good for you psychologically. If you have an opportunity, why don't you do that? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. We at the Porch love you. We thank you for your viewership. We thank you for listening to us and your comments and things. And we'd ask you to subscribe, hit like, and comment if you would. It helps the channel. But with that said, I'm going to try to close this way. I really think I always ought to close it. May God bless you, and you guys have a good life. Thank you.